Tuesday, where I go live every single Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and answer your questions. It's a lot of fun. If you've never been here before, welcome. It is by donation. You do it through PayPal, Venmo, Stripe, or SuperChat when we're live. A lot of people submit questions in advance, so you will see some of that tonight. I go back and forth. I go from pre-submitted questions to SuperChats to live questions that are submitted through PayPal, Venmo, or Stripe. So welcome, everyone. All right. So what else to tell you? My name is Alison Wagner. I'm an intuitive empath, tarot reader, and psychic. I read and feel into the energies of the cards. They talk to me. You can go to my website, ancientoakpsychicarts.com, and there you can learn a little more about me. You can also sign up for the free newsletter, book a personal reading, a missing person consultation. You can also go to the Learning Center on my site, and that's where the manifestation class is offered, the tarot class. The next manifestation class is going to be coming out on August 5th. It's an accelerated class if that's something you're interested in. It's 5 weeks. Some people were saying that the 16 weeks was too long for them. They asked if I would make it shorter, so I did. This is going to be very accelerated. It's concentrated. You do need to do these practices for at least 16 weeks. I want to emphasize that. So while this is accelerated, you want to continue doing that. So again, this is at an accelerated rate. If that's something you're interested in, definitely go ahead and sign up. We will meet once a week, just like I do with the 16-week. Then I also do private lessons, one-on-one tarot, raising your vibration, or manifestation. Again, go check it out on my website. I have a section called Alison's Picks. That's going to be my affiliate links. And then I am also on YouTube, Rumble, and I'm posting a little bit on TikTok also. It's mostly YouTube, where I do Zodiac readings, love readings, money and career readings. I also go live 3 days a week. This is one of those days. So I go live on Tarot Tuesday, which is where you're at right now, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I also go live on Thursday morning. That is at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And on Friday, that's the new day, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I answer your questions. Oh my God, it's so much fun. If you've never seen a previous episode and this is your first episode, welcome. If you've seen the other ones, pass them around, share them, let other people see them. This is live. This is where it's really a lot of fun and you can see it in real time. All right, I also do the occasional interview, not very often, but there's some up there. Jerry Marzinski, Hannah Roberts, and Kim Rogers, Rogers Head Apothecary. All right, and all of those readings are good for all placements, your sun, moon, rising, Venus sign. All right, and if you're having a good time and you're watching today's show, please do me a favor and like, share, and subscribe. It really helps out the channel. And hit the notification bell so you know when I go live next time. That's the one time you can hit the notification bell on my channel. And what else to tell you? At the end of tonight's show, I'm going to do a general reading for the Soul Tribe. Everybody watching in real time and everybody that is, I want to make sure my microphone's working. Let me ask that first. Hi, Ken. Hi, Sherry. Nice to see you guys. I have to check this first because one time there was an issue. Hi, Juanita. Nice to see you. Okay. Hi, Priscilla. And sounds good. Thank you. I can see the microphone moving, so that was a good sign. So watch the replay if you're not here. And this is for the Soul Tribe reading. Sorry, that threw me. And it's a lot of fun. And that's kind of what the universe wants to tell everybody. It's a nice general pull for the energy. And I just want to say a special thank you to all my subscribers. I really appreciate your love and support. It really means a lot to me. And of course, the moderators, thank you so much. You really hold that down in the chat for me while I'm over here reading. All right, so here we go. So there's 2 rules when I go live. I have 2 general guidelines. So the first one is 1 question per show. That gives everybody the opportunity to ask a question. If one person keeps asking questions, it becomes their personal reading. And that's not what this is about. Hi, Kim. Nice to see you. If you want to have a personal reading with me, definitely go ahead and sign up by all means. Also, no bad language or topics. We have to keep it family friendly for YouTube. If you have something that you want to dive into, again, that would be for a private session. So I have no problem going into any topic whatsoever. I'm a grown woman, but YouTube apparently is not. So that's when we have to look at the censorship and be careful what we say. So you can submit your questions before or during the show, and they will be answered live. You post your question on PayPal, Venmo, or Stripe. That's a $20 minimum. It is a $30 minimum on SuperChat because YouTube takes 40%. All right, and all the information is in the description below if you're watching and you want to submit a question. If you're in the chat, the moderator's going to help you. If you don't know what to ask and you want to ask a question, you can say, what does the universe want to tell me today? Just like you see me do that in my Zodiac readings. And you see a lot of people say that because they're curious. What does the universe want to tell me today? You know, or will I find love this year? How's my business going to survive? You know, they'll ask stuff like that. So welcome, and let's go ahead and get into it. So first of all, I'm going to also read a disclaimer. This is for entertainment purposes only. I am not a therapist, and I do not give financial or medical advice. All right, so here we go. First question is from Linda, and if you guys don't know, Linda is one of my oldest clients. She has been supporting me ever since I first started, and she asked a question not every single week, every single show that I go live. So that's 3 times a week now. So here's Linda, and she says, hi, Allison, can you pull a couple of cards on the war with Iran and Israel? They both violated the ceasefire agreement. P.S. Loved your Pisces video. Thank you. All right, so let's go ahead and look into this. And you guys know, I usually do not do politics on my channel. Because I want to keep my channel, so I just don't do it. And but you could ask that in a private session. So I am going to answer this one. I don't watch the news unless there's like a headline that comes up. So I just want to make sure I say that. So for all I know, a bomb's already been dropped somewhere again and again and again. All right. So what is going on with Iran and Israel? What does the universe want to tell us about that? We have the Queen of Pentacles, we have the Six of Swords, and we have the Six of Wands. Well, somebody is definitely benefiting from this war in a financial way. We've got the Queen of Pentacles, the Six of Swords, and we have the Six of Wands. So this is victory and success after a struggle. This is somebody benefiting financially from the wars that are going on. So because I said Iran and Israel, what we're looking at is I believe they are both benefiting in their own way. So I believe that there's a lot of stuff that's going on behind the scenes that the general public is not aware of. And I think that this benefits both parties. I think, I think that everybody is making money off of this. Those Iran and Israel are both making money off this type of bread and circus, and it's allowing them to get their pockets deeper, and they're actually very happy about it. I do think that there is some real danger. You know, I do think that this is about there being light at the end of the tunnel. I think that there will be a ceasefire. When? I don't know. This is about leaving trouble behind and going on to calmer times. I do think that that's coming. But I do think that in the meantime, this is really this drama, this back and forth. Somebody's getting deep pockets, whether it's through oil, whether it's through buying guns, you know, Halliburton. I mean, somebody behind the scenes is making a lot of money on this. There's some transference going on. This card is victory and success after a struggle. I just think that they're birthing something new in both countries, whether it's going to be a relationship or whether it's going to be a regime change. And again, it can be on both sides, but somebody is birthing their little baby. And I believe this is going to be a regime change. So whether they're going to bring in the Prince of Persia or Iran, whether there's going to be something going on with Netanyahu or somebody over in Israel, there's something going on. Something's about to be birthed. This could be part of the New World Order agenda that's about to be birthed, because what they do is they constantly have this step. It's that it's pushing their agenda forward in different manners. It doesn't matter if it's left, right, front, center, back. It doesn't matter. They still push the same agenda forward. It's like a one-party system. They have that target, This one might do it this way. This does it this way. They don't care. It's an illusion just so they can keep pushing that agenda forward. And that's kind of what I'm getting, is that it's just victory and success. And they're making a lot of money behind the scenes. So Linda, that's what I have for you for an answer for that. I hope that makes sense. All right. Thank you for your question. All right. So let's go ahead and go on to the next one. I see a super chat. I'll answer that in just a second. I would imagine that's from Ava. Let me see. Hi, Lynn. Nice to see you too. Hi, Ava. Thank you, Ava. Yeah, I'm just going to answer yours right now. I love your Cancer readings. Thank you. They're great. And what does the universe want to tell me? Thank you. Yeah, and it's Cancer's birthday, which is wonderful. Oh, I love Cancers. My dad was a Cancer. All right, here we go. So, go ahead and let me shake this up. All right, and Ava, you ask a question every show too. All right, so what does the universe want to tell Ava today? We've got Two of Swords, we've got 10 of Pentacles, and the Fool. Oh my God, how beautiful, Ava. We've got Two of Swords, the 10 of Pentacles, and the Fool. 10 of Pentacles, everybody wants the 10 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups, and you just got the 10 of Pentacles. So let's take a look. So the first thing out is the Know Thyself card. So right now, it's an excellent time for you to get to know yourself again, to take an assessment, right? So you see he's on his life path and this magic mirror presents itself. He can't go under it or around it. He needs to confront himself in the mirror to gain some self-knowledge, to look introspectively and to figure a few things out. Use your intuition, right? Go ahead and know thyself. We also have this 10 of Pentacles. This is family, friends, pets under the table. For me, this is the enlightenment. This is you. This is you striving towards your idealized life. Everything that's in the 3D for you is represented here. So we're looking at relationships, friendships, whether it's going to be platonic friendships or romantic relationships. You're looking at work, career, retirement, finances, your health, travel, location, housing. It's everything. It's the big picture. Where you see yourself, who do you see yourself with, right? You know, friends, family. It's every relationship. This is your idealized life. And these people are choosing to be happy, and they're smart. They understand with this enlightenment, they understand that this is what's most important in this life. So that is something that's coming in for you. Along with the Fool, this is the first card in the major arcana. This is you taking that leap of faith into a new journey, a new chapter of your life. And it's not caring, it's just going for it, right? The Fool doesn't have a thought in his brain at this point because he's just starting off. He's carefree, right? He just wants to go for it. And then he can start thinking later on the journey. But to take that first step, it's that leap of faith from the purity of your heart, which is why it's called the white heart. So that's what's coming in for you. I think that you're having this realization right now of yourself, of what it is that you really want, as you're striving towards your idealized life, and you're ready to go on this leap of faith for it. I think you're getting ready to go for something. That's what the universe wants to tell you. Wow, I love it. New journey, it's always a good thing. Yay, and happy birthday, Cancer. All right. Thank you, Ava. And I'm just going to scroll. Oh my God, Lynn, you're back. Ouch. Right. But they're really making it. They're loving it. They are absolutely loving it. You're welcome, Ava. Okay, so next one. This one is from Jen. And Jen says, hi, Alison. We are having a huge family reunion next month. How will it go? Can you tell me what the cards say? Thanks, Jen from Redondo Beach, my fellow Californian. And she says, P.S., loved your Taurus video. All right, very cool. All right. Oh, you make me homesick. All right, here we go. I'm not from LA. I'm from San Diego, but still close enough. All right. Here we go. How will your family reunion go? We have the Emperor. We have the Four of Cups. And we have the Knight of Swords. Okay, so we have the Emperor, we have the Four of Cups, and the Knight of Swords. So your family reunion is going to be strong. You're going to have a lot of people show up. You're going to have a lot of people trying to dominate your family reunion. You're going to have a lot of people trying to be the boss. You're going to have a lot of people showing up, trying to take charge of conversations, trying to get people, I feel like you have a lot of people that are showing up that are going to try and persuade other people. So I feel that, honestly, I feel like this is going to be about political stuff. I think that this is where everyone's coming to talk. It's family and no one's holding back. I don't necessarily feel that everyone's going to be on their best behavior when this card is showing up. I feel with this Emperor that they're going to do whatever they want to do. Now, that can be a lot of fun in the right company. One of the things that's coming up is some people are not going to enjoy it. Some people are going to be disappointed that these conversations are going on during the family reunion. This is the Four of Cups. He's very apathetic. He's missing gifts and blessings from the universe. It's bringing him down. So it could be that, all of this stuff is so divisive that it could be that some people feel one way and other people feel another. So some on the left, some on the right, in between, some don't care, some are sick of it. Whatever it is, there's going to be some people that are very frustrated by it. So it might be an excellent opportunity with this Knight of Swords where people are talking truth, but maybe there's something about blocking certain types of conversations. You see, he's blocking your path and he's grounding his truth in the ground. This might be an opportunity where you say, you know what, everyone's coming to the family reunion, but we're not talking politics, until maybe the beer flows or something like that. Then you can't kind of control that. But there's something to be said that it might want to be something where you can turn around and not have those political conversations, because I really feel like it's going to be polarizing and it's going to push some people away, where I think that you could really have a strong environment where everybody's thriving without the political engagement. And I say that because this is the Emperor, okay? And this is the Knight, so that every knight's on a mission. But I think if for truth finding, I think that it could be that he just says no politics for the night or no politics for the day, or if it's a whole weekend event, maybe one day no politics, the first day everybody shows up, then the next day it's a free-for-all. Then you can cut loose. But at least you have that time where everybody's just enjoying themselves. Hey, how have you been? How are your kids? What are they doing? More focused on family than what's happening in the outside world. So I think that that's it. Because remember, the Emperor is an outward focus. He's all four kings put together, that divine masculine, and the divine masculine looks outward, whereas the divine feminine looks inward. So I just want to remind you of that. All right. So that's what I would say, Jen. Thank you for your question. It's going to be, have the camera ready. It's going to be interesting. All right. Thank you. All right. The next question is from Lynn. Video is glitching on your end. I haven't seen anything flicker on my phone that I record on, so I'm not sure. Hopefully there's no issues tonight. Okay. So this next one is from Lynn. Why is Bill resistant? What's the deal? Okay. Let's find out. I'm going to get a different deck for that. Actually, no, I'm going to use this deck. Why is Bill resistant? All right. We have the Tower. We have the Seven of Wands. And we have the Ace of Truth. The Ace of Swords. Couldn't think of the word all of a sudden. So we have the Tower, the Seven of Wands, and we have the Ace of Swords. So why is he resistant? Because his current life is about to come to an end. So the way he is living his life right now is going to completely change. And so he's a little resistant to that. I think he likes his routines. He likes his life. He likes the way everything is. So this is telling me that he's going to have a big Tower moment. And he knows he's going to have a tower moment. And this is about, he's standing his ground. This is about standing your ground. So why is Bill resistant? Because he wants it to be the way it is now. I think he genuinely likes the way it is now. He's putting up a boundary. I think that he's very calm, but he is definitely standing his ground, and he's standing his position. And he is not going to budge. I don't think he wants to settle. I think right now, these are the energies, right? And that can always change. But right now, this is where he's at. I don't think he wants movement forward. This is someone that's just observing. This is someone that they're fighting for position. So it could be an internal struggle that he's fighting for position on, but there's definitely something that there's a boundary that's being set up. And then we also have this Ace of Swords. So this is the Ace of Truth. So this is really saying that it's truth time, that this is someone having an epiphany, having an eye-opener about something that's about to happen. This is that moment of truth. This is a gift and blessing from the universe and a new beginning. This is a new beginning in truth, right? This is that victory coming in, being a visionary and looking into the future. So this is telling me that he's resistant because his whole life is about to change. He likes his position. He likes having the boundaries. He likes having, like, he's here, someone else is over there, and now it's truth time. So again, these energies can change, but right now that's where he's at. I hope that makes sense. Thank you for your question, Lynn. All right. So the next one is from Audrey from Arizona. The gnomes. I know, they are gnomes. They're funny. The movement. They're angry gnomes too. Like when you feel the card, they're angry. All right. All right, so this next question, I'm going to switch decks. This next question is from, what is this? This is from Audrey from Arizona, and she writes, "Hi, Allison. I want to retire. Is this a good time for me to retire? Will I be okay financially? Thanks, Audrey from Arizona." Okay, let's find out. All right, let's find out. All right. Is this a good time for you to retire? Will you be financially, will you be okay financially? All right. Is this a good time for Audrey to retire? Yes. First card out, Nine of Pentacles, Seven of Swords, and the Page of Wands. Okay. So we've got the Nine of Pentacles, Seven of Swords, and the Page of Wands. So this is really saying that, you know what, you've worked really hard to get to this position. This is the Lady of Luxury. She's independent. She knows her worth and value. She's self-reliant. She's independent. This is really telling me that, yes, you can absolutely retire. The next card after this is the Ten of Pentacles, which is your idealized life. Right now, this is you alone. You've got that laser focus. If you want to retire, you can. She's got enough pentacles, and another word for pentacles would be coins. She has enough pentacles where she could even give some away and she still has enough for herself. So this tells me that you're in an excellent position. So that's also looking into your future, right, with inflation and everything else. This tells me that you're okay. Then we have the Seven of Swords. It's about you keeping an eye on your money to make sure that no one goes behind your back and steals it. So if you have someone that's managing your funds, this is about you really keeping an eye on them. So that would be 401k, some people have a self-directed IRA, whatever it is that you choose to do, it's you really need to keep an eye on it to make sure that it's not getting mismanaged, and looking at your risk factor, right? So when this card's coming up, you have to be strategic. So do you want high, medium, low risk? What are you looking to, if you're retired, usually you want low risk. but is that making you enough money? You know, you're weighing everything out. This is you being very strategic about what it is that you want and where your money's invested, right? Real estate, precious metals, stock market, crypto, what do you want to get into? Then we also have the Page of Wands. So this is really an excellent opportunity for you to take that first step, for you to start looking at things. And if you honestly don't know that much about your finances, you can always join an investment club. But look at who's teaching it. Make sure it's someone that really knows what they're doing. Join an investment club, and maybe it's, you know, everyone puts in $10,000, and then you work together as a team, right? And that's how you learn. You can do that so everyone's got skin in the game. Or, you know, maybe it's 2,000, right? Whatever you're comfortable with, but that's a learning tool so you can see how to invest. And a lot of it, you know, is AI nowadays. So it's, you know, have a bot, right? There's a lot of things that are going on that are going to allow you to make a lot of money. Just make sure you do your research, which is what this card is talking about. Make sure you're watching your money. Take that first step and make it happen. All right, Audrey. So yes, you can absolutely retire and financially you'll be okay. You just have to stay on top of it. All right. Thank you for your question. All right. So next one is from Mike and Mary. Let me see. I don't know if there's any super chats. Okay. So, all right. So this is going to be from Mike and Mary. So, hi, Allison. What does our new puppy Jack think of me in his new home? Thanks, Mike and Mary. Okay. So is he a Jack Russell? I know that happens a lot. Okay. Hi, Allison. What does our new puppy Jack think of me in his new home? Okay. It's really going to be both of you. Okay. Mike and Mary. Okay. I think it's the way that was worded coming in. All right. Here we go. What does your new puppy think of you both? Oh my God. 3 of Swords, the Tower, and the 7 of Pentacles. Oh, we've got 3 of Swords, the Tower, and we have the 7 of Pentacles. Oh my God. You've totally healed his heart. Oh my God. He was so nervous and scared, and he had, I don't know if he's a rescue, but it's like he had this broken heart, and he sees you as someone that's able to pull the swords out and be very loving and very nurturing. This is a huge revelation to him. I feel like he was a rescue. This is allowing him to release all the emotional baggage and garbage that he had from wherever he came from, whether it's a breeder, whether it is a rescue, whether it's the Humane Society, you know, wherever it's from, he's releasing that. But I get the impression that it's not a breeder. I feel like it's more of a rescue group. So even though he's a puppy, I just feel like it's one of those things where maybe he had a rough start in the very beginning, but all of that is leaving him. He's looking at everything that you're doing. He's taken an assessment of you and your husband, or I don't know, I'm assuming you're married, Mike and Mary. He's taken an assessment of you both, and he's really just kind of in awe of you. He can't believe he's got it so good. That's what's really coming in. He's just looking around. He's looking at you. He's looking at his environment, and he can't believe it. It's like he's pinching himself, even though he's a puppy. But no, he's very, very happy. There's a lot of heartache that came in previously that he's healing from, and you're healing it from him, right? The environment, you. It's so I just feel like he was off to a rough start in the very beginning, like a rescue dog. Oh my God, he loves you. Thank you so much. I mean, there's no cup energy, but I think it's because he's kind of in shock, you know? Oh my God, I love that for you. Thank you, Mike and Mary. All right, next question is from Sherry. All right. And I'm going to check PayPal, Venmo, and Stripe in just a second. So this is a good opportunity for me to tell you, if anybody wants to ask a question, now is an excellent time. So you can do it through PayPal, Venmo, Stripe. All the details are going to be in the description if you're watching at home, or if you're in the chat, the moderators can help you. And again, go ahead and submit it. If you don't know what to ask, what does the universe want to tell me today? Will I find love? How's my business? Will I get my raise? Whatever it might be, definitely go ahead and submit it. And I'm going to check as soon as I'm done with Sherry's question. So this is long, so let me go ahead and say this. Hi, Allison. Excuse me. Hello, Allison. Thank you for the Sagittarius reading. You're welcome. It was great. Thank you. Flattery gets you everywhere, as you know. I'm not sure if this can be answered, but I am going to ask. My question for the universe today is, will I and those of us who are watching right now and who are watching this on the replay win the lottery jackpot for any lottery in our area within 2 weeks from today? Okay. I hope this can be answered for us all. I was told that today was going to be my lucky day, and I just wanted to do something fun for us all, including you. Wishing everybody lots of luck and success. Have a wonderful afternoon. I love that. On a side note, I dreamt about receiving a large amount of money this morning before I woke up. Oh, I like that. So you guys know I'm not going to be the one that's going to say I can predict the lottery or I have lottery numbers. That's not me. So when a question like this comes up, I usually, I'm going to pull cards on it, but that's not what I do. But it is a cute question. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. I think the real question is, will you be receiving money, Sherry? I think that's it if you had that dream on it. All right, so here we go. Will people be winning the lottery in the next 2 weeks? All right, in their area. That would be great if our soul tribe did. All right, will anybody be winning the lottery? We have 9 of Wands, 9 of Pentacles, and the High Priestess. Okay, so 9 of Wands, 9 of Pentacles, and the High Priestess. That's interesting. So this is really saying, you know what? This is that wounded warrior energy. No, it's that right there. That's saying no. This is saying you've gone the distance. You're working really hard. You got to keep working for it. I don't think anyone's going to win. You got to work hard for your money. This is the Lady of Luxury. This is the 9 of Pentacles. She's self-reliant. She's independent. And she's worked really hard to get all these pentacles. So again, this is being very self-reliant, having a lot of money coming in, but it's saying from work. This is a no to the lotto. This is more about work. And this is about everything that you've worked your whole life for. That's how the money's going to come in. However, we have the High Priestess. So this is about intuition. This is about trusting your intuition, using your intuition, and being very, what's the word I'm looking for? Not receptive. It's to be, you have a lot of potential. So this is saying that there is a lot of potential, but you need to manifest it in. You need to throw certain frequencies out into the universe. But will everybody win it? No. But this is talking about frequency. So this is about really it's almost like a primer to get it going. So this is about putting it out into the universe, putting your intention out there. I don't think it would be the lottery. I think it would be in other avenues that it would be coming in. So thank you for your question. I like that. But that is definitely, that's a fun question. Thank you for that. All right. So next question. Actually, let me check. That's right. Let me go ahead and check. Let me scoot this over here. All right. I know. That would be great. I would love it if we got that. It was fun. I would love it. I would love to see that. Especially people in this community. Those are the ones that I would really like to see win the lottery. All right, so this is populating. It should be okay because I had to do the street lights before I went live when I was doing the getting the pre-submitted questions. So I'm hoping now that all that drama has been done. It's just taking long to populate. All right, it's making me log in again. I don't know why. That's an issue with that. All right, here we go. Okay, so here's someone's just, okay, so this just came in from Tabitha. Hi, Alison, loved your Cancer reading. Thank you. I know it's Cancer season. That's it. Well, I find love this year. Thank you, Tabitha. Okay, Tabitha, thank you for your question. Let's find out. Okay. Here we go. All right, this is for Tabitha. Will Tabitha find love this year? I'm going to switch to a love deck. Hold on. Okay. Let's do this. Will Tabitha find love this year? We've got the Knight of Wands, the Devil card, and the Temperance card. Okay, so Knight of Wands, the Devil card, and the Temperance card. You will, but you have a few things that you need to work through. So it's about definitely tapping into, I feel like you're on a mission to really create something for yourself. So you're on a mission to create love. You're on a mission to create romance. You're on a mission to create your version of what love is to you. So that would be maybe nesting at home, right? Or having someone that fits what you want them to do. I think you've already got the ideas in your mind, and you're starting to like really, I think you're trying to manifest this in, which is fantastic. You're really putting it out to the universe. You have a clear idea what it is that you want. I feel like what you're doing though is you're calling in, I think you're calling in someone that might be a bad habit. And what do I mean by that? I think when you're putting this stuff out into the universe, I think that there's some element that you're putting out there that you're going to be attracting someone that might not be a healthy relationship for you. I think in your head, you think it's very attractive and you think it's sexy and you think that that's the kind of person you want to be with. But I think once you actually have that person in the flesh, you're not going to like it. So there's something that you like, I don't know if it's like the bad boy thing or if it's, it's, you know, like maybe it's drugs and it's that kind of an addiction, but there's something where it's an unhealthy attraction and that's going to cause some problems for you. I think if you can eliminate something that you're trying to manifest in, I mean, really take a good hard look at it, that's when you get back into balance. And that's when you get this harmonious, beautiful relationship. But this devil energy is showing itself, and it just tells me that there's something unhealthy that you're putting out into the universe that you're calling in, okay? That you're telling the universe, hey, I want this, this, and this, and one of them is not a healthy attribute that you're asking for, and I think you're asking for trouble is why this devil is actually showing up. Remember, I feel into the energies of the cards, and that's something that's very strong that's coming off of this. It could be that, yeah, I think that it could be that you want kind of like a tough guy or a bad guy, and maybe he's fun and jovial at first, and then you find out that he's really an asshole to you, not to everyone around you. It's not like he's going to love you and be an asshole to everybody else. He's an asshole to everybody else and you. And I don't think you're expecting that. I think that you think he's going to be in love with you, and that's just not the person you're calling in. That's kind of like the energy that's around it. So I'm not exactly sure. Is my fan on? Let me turn my fan on. But it's definitely, you've got something unhealthy that's about to present itself to you. Like I said, when you rein that in, when you eliminate that one thing that you're putting in there, you'll be back in balance with this Temperance card, and that's going to be the very healthy relationship that you're looking for. And this tells me you will absolutely find love when you get it in there. You're able to alchemize the negative into a positive. So whatever it is that you need to tweak with this type of manifestation that you're calling in, remember he's the builder in the tarot. That's you making that effort. You're able to alchemize that. So just take that one little detail out, and you're going to have a beautiful relationship come in. I mean, a harmonious one. You're like on your path to glory kind of relationship versus this one, right, where it's toxic. Oh, I like that for you. Thanks, Tabitha. What a beautiful relationship. Okay, once you change that, right, it's a beautiful relationship. All right, next question is from Ashley. Hello, Alison. Love your show. Thank you. What does the universe want to tell me today? Thanks, Ashley. Okay, let's find out. All right, this is for Ashley. All right, so what time is it? So we're kind of halfway through the show. So this might be a good time for me to tell people again, if you have a question you want to submit, this is a good time. A couple more questions, then it will be final call. Because we try and keep the show under 2 hours, just to FYI to everybody. Okay, so here we go. All right. What does the universe want to tell Ashley today? Okay. This is for Ashley. Okay, we have the Emperor. We have the Knight of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune. The wheel turns in your favor. The wheel hasn't shown itself for a while. The Wheel of Fortune, Emperor, the Knight of Cups, and the Wheel of Fortune. Oh my God. Well, the wheel, okay, right off the bat, that's luck and right timing. I feel like a lot of things are going in your direction. So the Emperor, this is about you taking charge of your life, all aspects of your life, right? You're looking at relationships, you're looking at career, love, you're looking at for your finances, your health, travel, education, retirement. It's about housing, location, relocation. You know, it's everything in the 3D. This is you taking charge of it. This is you being a boss of your own life. And if you have kids or other family members, you're also guiding them. You're in a leadership position. They look to you for guidance, really. And it looks like, you know, you're willing to defend your position at a moment's notice. And this is really telling me that, you know, you enjoy this role, you're very good at it, but you're also able to tap into this feeling of love. And this is telling me that you are bringing your cup of love forward. This is that beautiful Prince Charming energy. So whether you're pursuing a relationship or maybe a hobby or a career, you're pursuing something that you love as you're going into your future. And the universe wants to say, follow your heart. Tap into your intuition, trust your intuition, trust your connection to source, because it's that mind, body, soul connection. You're in the flow when you're in that loving energy. That's something that's coming in for you, because guess what? It's luck and right timing. And right now the wheel turns in your favor. So whatever it is you're pursuing, it's meant to be. Things are really lining up for you, but you always need to take action. You need to be the one to grab this wheel, right? That's what's coming in for you. Oh, I haven't. I'm so glad to see this. I have not seen the Wheel of Fortune in quite some time. That's good, because there's been a lot of changes astrologically. Okay, Ashley, that's what the universe wants to tell you today. All right. All right. So we have a super chat. And I'll just wait for, let's see, here we go. Question. Hi, Lou. So it's $30 for the super chat. I hate to say it, or at least Australian. Is that Australian? So it would be 30 US. So I can't calculate that in my head. Ken, can you, or someone in the chat? And then I'll answer it. So I'm going to come back over here while you're doing that. And that will be Lucinda. I love these names tonight. Lucinda. Hello, Alison. Will I find love this year? Lucinda. Okay, let's find out. I'm telling you guys, it's all about love. All of it. You guys know I'm manifesting in my soulmate. I'm looking right now. And I'm telling you, this entire world, it's energy and it's love and it's that vibration. And when you tap into it and you're in that flow, wow, watch what comes your way. Okay. Here we go. This is for Lucinda. Will I find love this year? Let's find out. Oh my God. 10 of Pentacles. First card out. Let's get the rest. And the Magician. Oh my God. And the Hanged Man. Yes. Oh my God. How beautiful. So we've got the 10 of Pentacles, the Magician, and the Hanged Man. Look at this. This is the Tree of Life. This is you living your idealized life. So while this is not cup energy, because everyone wants the 10 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles, the thing is that this is you having this deep relationship, right? Friends, family, pets. This is, you know, where you're living, cars, children, you know, it's everything. That's heavy, right? This is everything that's interconnected. That is your first card out. So will you find love this year? Yeah. Someone that is going to be on the same page as you, someone that's a keeper, somebody that has a serious long-term relationship in mind, just like you, whether it's going to be marriage or a committed relationship, because not everybody wants to get married, but right here, The second card that was out is the Magician. This is you being able to have this active will to power to create that, to manifest. You're going to hear me say that a lot because this Magician is about manifestation. It's you can turn something into, or turn nothing into something. He's creating, right? He's reinventing. He's in charge of all the tools, the wands, the swords, the cups, the pentacles, as above, so below. That belt, that represents reinvention. You are able to invent this type of love. You're able to invent a relationship, a loving relationship. So that tells me that you have it clear in your head what it is that you're looking for, and that you're also not going to settle. Because a lot of people settle and then they're miserable and they wonder why they're miserable, right? We see them all the time. We have to listen to them. Some of them might be our friends. This is it. This is you creating that, manifesting it in, not settling, and attracting someone that's on the same vibrational frequency as you. Then we have the Hanged Man. You have gone within for enlightenment. This is you taking that time out and going in and looking at a different perspective. And you know what? You came out on the other side and you know exactly what it is that you want. You've done the inner work. That's what's showing up here in this reading. You have done the inner work. You've gone within. You've taken the time to spend with yourself. What is it in this life that's going to make me happy and love? And now you're calling it in. And that's what's coming through for you, Lucinda. You've done the work. It shows up in the energy, and you're going to get exactly what it is that you're looking for. You have to message me when that comes in. You remember this reading and message me when it comes in, because it's definitely coming in for you. I can feel it. Wow, Lucinda, thank you for that. All right, so I'm going to come back over to Lou. All right, Lou, thank you. So let me go back to your question. Okay, so Lou says, hi, Alison. My new job was a nightmare. Can you see my next steps and outcome? Okay, let's take a look. All right, so let's find out. I'm going to switch decks for that. Let's go back to this one. All right. Here we go. What are your next steps and outcome? We have the Temperance card. We have the Seven of Cups. And we have the Seven of Swords. 2 sevens. Okay. We have the Temperance card, Seven of Cups, and the Seven of Swords. So this is really saying that it's about you bringing everything into balance. So this is about you not swinging to one way or the other. So times of stress, times of, let's say, relaxation. So good times, bad times. This is you finding that position of neutrality, being right in the center. This is bringing you balance and harmony. This is where you say, this is not my first rodeo. So that job was horrific, not your first rodeo. You don't let it get to you. You don't let the stress build up inside you. You don't vent. You just kind of like let it go, right? Life lesson, you let it go. Bring yourself back into balance, because this is what you want to do. You want to alchemize that. So this is you taking that and saying, okay, I had a negative. I'm going to turn it into a positive. That was a life lesson. What can I do? So this is something that's coming in, but it's about balance and harmony. You have a lot of choices before you. This is telling me that you have a lot of choices. So this is about you stepping back. Nothing has settled yet, by the way. They are all swirling around in this wishing well. Nothing has settled, but the good news is you have a lot of choices, good and bad, right? Because the universe presents us with both. But this is telling me that you need to stand back and feel into it. So use your heart, use your intuition, and feel into it. What is good for me? Look for red flags when they come up. Look for patterns. Look for clues in behavior. Look at their eyes. Look at where their hands are going. Whatever it is that works for you, you now need to be really smart about it. I'm not trying to make you paranoid, but now you need to be smart about it when you go for an interview, when you talk to people about their job, but this is telling me that you have a lot of choices available. So I wouldn't panic on that. Then we have the Seven of Swords. So this is telling me that you need to have your eyes open, that you need to be very strategic about what it is that you're doing. So that tells me that maybe you missed a red flag. I'm not saying that you ignored it. Maybe you just flat out didn't see it. And, it could be either way, but this is about you now being really strategic and paying attention to the minute details so you don't miss something next time around. It's kind of like, when if you go for a job and they don't give you a job description, right? Well, you're told verbally that it's this, but you don't have it in writing. And then all of a sudden, all these other tasks show up for you and you're doing somebody else's job and that's expected of you. They're dumping stuff on you. So it's a matter of getting the right information, but you need to know what you're getting into. So I just feel as far as the outcome goes, that's what's coming up for you. I think you're going to have a lot of choices. But I think it's about you, again, being strategic and being smart about it and looking at all the details, because this card can also represent something that went on behind your back. So this can be that you don't want anything to go behind your back moving forward. This can be gossip. This can be intellectual theft. This can be outright theft, not just intellectual, because this is swords, so it's thoughts, words, and ideas. So it could be, someone actually stole something from you. Maybe at work, someone took credit for the job that you did and you put all that time, effort, and energy into it. And, you thought your name was attached to it and somebody just kind of said that it was their work. But maybe you don't even know that because it went up the food chain. Maybe you gave it to your boss and your boss is taking credit for it. I mean, you just don't know. That's what I'm saying. Something is going on. This could be something going on behind your back. So it just tells me for you to bring yourself into balance, you have a lot of choices to get a different job, right? I just see that, whether it would be staying there, that's even a choice, or moving on. Wow, Lou, thank you for that. But you definitely have more choices for you. I would not feel stuck there. Hi, Charla. They can definitely help you with that. Great. I'm going to go to Venmo in just a second. I've got one more question. All right. So here we go. This one is going to be from, actually I have a lot of questions, but this is what I'm just going to do one more before I flip back over. All right. So this is going to be from Nick, and he writes, well, I have a great vacation with my wife and in-laws. Thanks, Nick. P.S. Love your Scorpio readings. All right. Yeah, Scorpio rocks. That's another sign that's really taking off. Oh, I love Scorpio. All right. Here we go. Well, I have a great vacation with my wife and in-laws. Okay, let's find out. All right. We've got the Queen of Pentacles. We've got the Judgment card and the Nine of Wands. You will. There's going to be some, there's going to definitely be some conversations, but you're going to have a good time. We've got the Queen of Pentacles. We've got the Judgment card, and we've got the Nine of Wands. And what do I mean by that? I think what you guys are going to do is you're going to look back at your lives together. I think you're going to be reminiscing about memories that you've built together as a family, not just you and your wife, but you, your wife, and your in-laws and beyond, right? I think you're going to be looking at everything, like looking back on life and reminiscing about a lot of things. That's the first hit that's coming off these cards. So the Queen of Pentacles, this is a very loving, nurturing time of beautiful relationship. I think people are coming in big, open hearts. I think everybody wants to be there. They want to have a good time. I think everyone's grounded, stable, secure. I don't think there's going to be like any neurotic episodes when you guys get together. I think everyone is coming together and it's solid and they're grounded. They're very practical. I think it's going to be a beautiful vacation. Then we have the Judgment card. This is the 20 in the major arcana. It goes up to 21, which is the World card. This is the card that says you're asking yourself these questions. So you're doing this compassionate review of your life. This is the reminiscing that's coming in, but you're doing it as a group. I don't think you're doing it solo. Your wife's not doing it solo. Neither are your in-laws. You guys are going to be sitting at a table discussing things, maybe over a meal, whatever it might be, sitting on the beach, and you're going to be you're going to be looking back. Like, look at the grandkids. Look at the kids. We're so glad you guys got married. It's been so beautiful. You're taking these moments in that are rich, right? Take a lot of photos, get these memories down, because I think it's going to be an incredibly positive vacation that you guys are going on. You're going to do a lot of reminiscing. You're going to be looking at in total as a family, what makes you happy, right? Who are you as a family now in total? You can look at each individual too while you're doing this, but it's that you guys are working together as a team, and it's beautiful. What makes that team happy? What makes that family click? Why is that a positive, super successful family? Like, it should be a role model for other people, kind of successful family is what the energy is coming in for. But I think that no one's taking anybody else for granted is what's coming in. And it's just like you guys are all on your best behavior, but it's authentic, right? And you're not masking anything. You genuinely care and love for each other. Then we have the last card that's here, which is the Nine of Wands. This is about everybody being in this protective bubble. I think that you guys are protected by love. I think that there's so much love overflowing here with this Queen of Pentacles that it's allowing you guys to stay in this beautiful protective bubble. I think that you work together, kind of not literally, but I think that you work well together as a family and you protect that space. And that's what's coming in, because she doesn't need anything else. She doesn't need anything for protection. Everything she has is inside her. So I think it's your love, support, and respect for one another. That's what you have inside you that has this teamwork, make the dream work of the family. So I think that is a super powerful energy that's coming through, but you guys are definitely in a protective bubble. God, how beautiful. Thank you, Nick, for that. It sounds like you're going to have a phenomenal vacation. Wow. All right. So let me go ahead and I'm going to go check now for Venmo, because I saw Shara said that. So let me go over here. I'm just going to go back and forth. Let me refresh. Okay, I'm going to do PayPal while I'm here. It always times me out. All right. Almost there. It's thinking very slow. Why is it so? Okay, so here we go. All right, so this is for Shara, and it says, how will your summer go? Okay, let's take a look at that. Let me grab this deck. How will your summer go? All right. All right, this is for Shara. How will her summer go? We have the Hanged Man. We have the Six of Wands and the Strength card. It's going to be beautiful. We have the Hanged Man, the Six of Wands, and the Strength card. So this is really talking about you going within. You're going to take a time out and spend some time going in for enlightenment. There's some things that you need to think about. Another word for that is you're going into this time of suspension. You're going into a time of deepening. I think you're going to stand back and you're going to look at yourself for a little while and see what it is that you need to see. You're going to look at things from different angles and different perspectives to gain some type of knowledge and wisdom that's coming in for you. This type of enlightenment, when it comes in, that's when you release yourself from this hanged man position and you come out reborn. So this knowledge is going to be very enlightening, whatever that knowledge is on, whether it's going to be relationships, and it could be all of the above. It's not limited to just one thing. Relationships, career, school, retirement, travel, housing, finances, health, because everything is all interconnected, but you're definitely going within and you're looking for answers. So you're going to spend some time thinking. That could be on a walk, taking a bath, meditation. Victory and success is what's coming in for you. Victory and success after a struggle, by the way. This is talking about you having this after all this work, effort, and energy you put into it, maybe having obstacles that you have to overcome. Then you have victory and success. So that's what's coming in for this summer. Just want to say, here you're going within for enlightenment. You come out victorious. So I think that the answers that you're looking for are inside you and you're going to come out with them. We also have the Strength card. This talks about your strength and courage. This is you taming that inner beast, having that kind of discipline. So this could be self-doubt, self-sabotaging behavior. This could be anything that you're trying to tame inside you. This is also one of those times where you have a compassionate review. Well, it's more of a compassionate action with the heart, right? This is you being very strong from the heart. This is a soft control versus the Chariot, which is a hard control. This is a very soft control, but you're doing it with compassion from your heart. I always feel when this card comes up that you might be put into a situation. I'm not saying you're going to. I'm saying you might be put into a situation where you find out through self-discovery, which is part of what this is, but this is taking a time out. But through self-discovery, that you find out just how strong and resilient you actually are. It's like when you're put to the fire, you find out just how tough you actually are. And I think that that's something that is going to be coming. I'm not saying anything bad is going to happen, but I think you're going to find out just how tough and resilient you actually are. I think something will happen and you're able to step up to the plate and take charge of something in a very loving but firm way, and that's going to allow you to step into some type of a role, and that's going to be part of what your summer is about. And that could be in any area of your life. It could be with interacting with other people. It could be a lot of different things. It could be that maybe something tragic happens to somebody and you're able to step into that role and help. It's that kind of energy, is that you're really able to find out just how strong and courageous you actually are. Wow, that's what your summer is going to unfold. What a beautiful energy. Thank you for that, Shara. All right, so let me go ahead and see. All right, there we go. All right, so next question is from Johnny. And Johnny writes, "Hi, Alison. What does the universe have to tell me today?" Johnny, I love your live shows. Friday night was great. Thank you. You know what? It actually was a great show. It really was. It was long. It went over the 2 hours, but you know what? We had some great questions, great viewers. It was really a lot of fun. Thank you for that, Johnny. So if anybody did not see Friday night's show, definitely go check it out. It was excellent. Okay, wonderful questions came in. All right, so what does the universe have to tell Johnny? Okay. Johnny, I am going to switch decks for you. I'm going to go back to the Rider-Waite. All right. Sometimes I get called for that. All right, here we go. This is for Johnny. What does the universe want to tell Johnny today? 10 of Pentacles. Man, that card is just showing itself today, especially with the 7 of Swords. Doesn't matter what deck in the Temperance card. It does not matter what deck. This is crazy. Okay, 10 of Pentacles, the 7 of Swords, and the Temperance card. This is you going for your idealized life. This is the Tree of Life, and this is you striving for everything that's in the 3D for you. Friends, family, pets. This is everything that you've been hearing me talk about all night tonight. This is going to be relationships, whether they're platonic, romantic, co-workers. This is going to be you traveling. This is your finances, your health, your education, retirement, housing, location, relocation. It's everything in the 3D, and those are just samples. This is you striving for your idealized life. You're working really hard for it. You keep your eye on the prize kind of lifestyle. You're being very strategic about it, how you're going to get there. You're also having a good time. That's something else that's coming off this card for you tonight, is that while you're doing it, you're having a good time. It might be hard work, but you're loving it. That tells me you're probably doing something that you really love and you enjoy, or you're seeing the results, and that is highly motivating too. Then we have the Temperance card. This is you being in balance. I think you're doing exactly what it is that you're meant to do. I think that you're following your life path, your soul mission, so to say, because the fact that you're going, keeping your eye on the prize, you are being strategic, but this is bringing you into harmony. So I just think that you're exactly where you're supposed to be in your life. Not everybody can say that, but I think I feel that for you. This is you literally on your path to glory. This is you doing exactly what it is that you are meant to do. You are in this position of neutrality. I think that you can take on anything that comes your way. The other thing that's here, the universe also would like to say, what I'm also getting is that it's about, I think when you achieve everything that what your goals are, I think it's kind of like you are just going to be a homebody. That's coming through. So this is just telling me that when you do get your idealized life, it's like a type of mellow retirement. It's not like you're going to retire and travel the world. I'm getting the opposite. I'm getting you're going to retire and you're just going to stay home. I think that you're kind of done. Go, 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 go. I think that this is about you just doing nothing. Just relaxing and enjoying getting up every day, having a cup of coffee on your patio and relaxing. This is you going fishing, right? It's that kind of energy. It's you just having a nice, beautiful, slow-paced life. That's what the universe wants to tell you. So I think that's what's coming in for you, Johnny. Oh my God, I love it. So I think you're about to live your dream life. That's the short of it. Wow, congratulations. All right, next question is from, Toby. Okay, so this is from Toby. Toby writes, will my new business be successful? Okay, let's take a look at that. I know a lot of people are opening up new businesses. I love it. That entrepreneurial spirit. I love it. Okay, here we go. Will my new business be successful? Thanks, Toby. Okay, let's find out. Let me grab a little tea really quick. All right, here we go. Oh my God. First card out. Ace of Cups with the Page of Cups and the Moon card. It will. Yes. We have the Ace of Cups, Page of Cups, and the Moon card. So, first card, Ace of Cups, a literal gift and blessing from the universe and a new beginning, because that's what all aces are. This is you being in the flow. I think you're doing something that you really love with your new business, and you are in that flow. You're in that flow of abundance, of prosperity, of just doing exactly what it is that you're meant to do. I think that you've nailed it this time, whatever this business is. This is really telling me that, you know, the glass is half full. If it starts to get empty or if you start to feel weary or tired, you can take that cup and dip it back here and fill it up. I think that you are just in that continuation of this is it, this is it, this is it. I think that whatever it is that you're doing, this is in total alignment with who you are and what it is that you're meant to do. Then we have the Page of Cups. Again, more cup energy, which is going to be love, your emotions. It's going to be your connection to source, your intuition. This is telling me that's young energy, this page. I think that you're still incredibly enthusiastic about your business. I think you're very creative. You're able to really use your imagination to put yourself out there and to stay on the cutting edge of whatever your business is. This is really telling me that you know, maybe you use AI to help you. Whatever it is, you've got an edge. You've got a leg up over the competition for whatever it is that you're doing because you're very creative. You're willing to try new things, and that gives you an edge. I also feel that you're not afraid of the unknown. I think that you push right through it. When there's fear there, what do? You step over it. And that is another strength for you. You're doing something that you love, and you're not letting any type of fear of the unknown get in the way. Again, you're on your life path, and you're pushing forward. That's what's happening with your new business. Will it be successful? Yes, because of your attitude and your energy and everything that you have with it. It's definitely the attitude. You're doing something that you love. Wow. Yes, you're going to be successful. I love it. Let's keep pushing forward. All right. So next question. I'm gonna do this really quick. Let me just move this around. I have to refresh it. All right, let me do this one. It times me out. Let me get the next question. Come on. All right, timed me out. There we go. Okay, so this next one came in from Michelle. Hi, Alison. Love your show. Thank you, Michelle. Is this a good time for me to buy gold and or silver? Thanks, Michelle. Okay, Michelle. First of all, I'm just going to say This is not financial advice. Thank you for your question, but I have to do the disclaimer. This is not financial advice. I'm just pulling into the energy of gold and silver, so precious metals. And then I'm going to read the question again. Is this a good time for me to buy gold and silver? Okay, so everybody, this is a question specifically for Michelle. This is not for the general audience when a question is worded like this. This is specifically for her. So let's see. Is this an excellent time for Michelle to buy gold and or silver? I knew it. So the first card out, gold and silver. Okay, yes, it's an excellent time. This is the star card. Let me pull the other two. I always get that card when we're talking about precious metals. And the 9 of Wands and the Lover's card. Yes, Michelle, this is your time to buy. So we've got gold and silver is a big yes for both. We've got the 9 of Wands. This is that wounded warrior energy, and the Lover's card. So this is really saying now is the time, right? This is going to bring hope, faith, and probably renewal of your bank account. Of course, it is a long-term investment, but this is saying that this is a go, that this is an excellent opportunity for you to buy it, add to your stash. This is that wounded warrior energy. This is someone that's gone the distance. This is gold and silver. They are going the distance. They are going to keep going. I do feel that there's something about maybe silver might be smarter, and not smarter, but it might pay off more in the long term with with 3 here, and then we've got 4 over there, so you've got 7 of those stars, and then you've got the one big gold one. So it's kind of like they're probably equal when you add them all together. Maybe the gold is actually a little bit bigger. It's hard for me to see from here, but I would say that I would just dump money in both. I mean, let's just put it that way. But of course, this is not financial advice, okay? But that's kind of like the energy. When we're looking at quantity on the card, that's what it's showing. Again, it's not going to wear out. Lover's card, this is a lot of choices. You have choices. You have choices to do both, or just gold, or just silver. But this is telling me you have a lot of choices coming in. It's divinely aligning. So if you're going to invest in precious metals, Michelle, it's divinely aligning for you. This has almost got the feel of the Wheel of Fortune for you. You're having a lot of choices, but it's all lining up. So, wow, yes, that's a big fat yes, Michelle. Thank you for your question. All right. The next one is from Kurt. Okay, so we're going to do final call now. So if anybody's watching and they want to ask a question, this is an excellent time to go ahead and submit it. I have a few questions more to go, and then after that, I'm going to do the Soul Tribe reading. So if you have a question, and if you don't know what you want to ask, it's an excellent time to say, what does the universe want to tell me? Will I find love? Or you saw someone say, you know, what's in store for this summer for me? You know, whatever it is that you want to know, go ahead and submit that. Now is a good time. It's final call. All right, so this one is going to be from Kurt, and I'm going to switch decks again. I love doing this. It's fun. Okay, so this is from Kurt. Will I find love this year? Thanks, Kurt. Okay, let's go ahead and find out. All right. I love this deck. It's so sweet. This is that Everyday Witch. Okay. Will Kurt find love this year? Let's find out. The star card showed again. Can you believe this? I literally just pulled it as the first card for the precious metals question, and now it showed again. I'm telling you, the universe, 78 cards in each deck. What are the chances of that? Sherry, it's like winning the lottery, Sherry. So it's like, here's the star card. You can't make this up. I love it. Okay, let me go ahead and see. So good. The chat is not locked up. All right. Marcus Aurelius is doing fantastic. You want to go fishing too? You got to come to Florida. Yep, Marcus Aurelius is doing good. He's kind of mad because I don't let him come in here while I'm doing my show. So he's kind of frustrated. That's my dog, if you guys don't know, Marcus Aurelius. Yeah, he's a little mad. He's kind of tired of me being in my office. He wants to come in. He's a cutie pie. All right, let's get the other two cards. King of Cups. Oh my God, Kurt. And the Queen of Wands. Wow. So the Star card, the King of Cups, and the Queen of Wands. Are you going to find love? Yeah. The Star card. It's going to bring hope, faith, healing, and a renewal. I think it's going to be a renewal, not just in your heart, where it's going to revive you and make you feel like, yes, there is love in the world. I think that this is going to be something that's just going to like renew your faith in humanity. I think that you kind of were just like, you, in a way, it's almost like you kind of gave up. And this is here to breathe life into you again. This is saying, no, you don't give up. It's coming. And I think that you're willing to put yourself out there. You're the King of Cups. You're the King of Love. I think you have explored your emotions on such a deep level that you're very calm, cool, and in control. I don't think a lot of things faze you anymore, but I do think that you're at the point of kind of giving up, wondering if you were going to find somebody, and I think you are. So you've got this beautiful energy. He's also the most intuitive of all the kings. With this Queen of Wands, this is a very flirtatious card. This is a card of romance. This card with the Queen of Wands, you know, she's very bold. She's courageous. She's very charming and charismatic. And if you want romance, she's the one. Not necessarily the Queen of Cups. It's going to be the Queen of Wands. So I think someone is going to turn your head. I think you're going to find someone that you find incredibly charming, very outgoing, very gregarious. I think that you're going to find someone that is very intelligent, that's very upbeat, and very refreshing from the normal type of person that you meet or that you date. I think this person is going to turn your head, and I think they're also going to steal your heart. And I think it's mutual. I think she's going to feel the same about you. So I think that's what's coming in for you. I mean, the Star, the King of Cups, and the Queen of Wands. It's definitely mutual. And I just want to show Ken this, the moderator. Look at this, Ken. The cat is catching fish. The fish. I'm telling you, you're meant to go fishing here. All right, everybody. So that is for Kurt. Beautiful. Will you find love this year? You absolutely will. You're going to find someone that's going to turn your head in a good way. All right. Again, final call for anyone that wants to submit a question. Definitely go ahead and let us know if you've submitted a question. All right. Yep, go fishing, exactly. All right. So this is going to be for Bobby. What does the universe want to tell me today? Thanks, Bobby. P.S. Loved your Aries love reading. Oh, I haven't done a love reading for a while. Thank you. Someone else mentioned that last time too. I have not done a love reading for a while. Okay. All right. This is for Bobby. What does the universe want to tell Bobby today? We have the Death card. Don't be afraid of the Death card. It's a great card. It's Scorpio energy, change and transformation. Don't be afraid when you hear the word death in this. All right. Plus the Empress. Oh my God. And the Justice card. All right, well, a lot of good things are coming your way, Bobby. We've got the Death card, the Empress, and the Justice card. Incredible. This is you releasing what no longer serves you. People, places, things, ideas, old versions of you, like a snake shedding its skin. This is you evolving, and you can shed it several times. It's not just once, right? This is you continually to evolve. This is telling me that you're going through some beautiful transformation right now. Because that's a card where you are consciously releasing things. So emotional baggage, again, people, places, things, ideas. Because we have the Empress here, so you're getting ready to give birth to something, a new beginning. This could be anything in the 3D, a relationship. This could be retiring. That would be a new lifestyle. This could be your finances, your health, traveling. Maybe you're getting ready to take a trip. So what does the universe want to tell you? Get ready, because it's wide open for you. This is something that's saying you can do whatever it is that you want to follow your heart, and you're doing it with ease. The Empress is all four queens put together, so she has mastered each queen. So to me now, life is easy for you. You've done a lot of releasing. You've lightened your load, and now things are coming that are very easy. Then we have the Justice card. This is about you bringing yourself back into balance. This is you really stepping into the truth of who you are and where you want to go. You know, it's really like you not holding back, not you putting yourself second, right? Like maybe you had to do that maybe in a relationship, or you maybe had kids and they had to be put first, you know, whatever your situation is. I feel like now it's your time. Now you're able to step into what it is that you want to do, and you don't really have any restrictions or anything holding you back. You're able to stand into your power. And that is a beautiful thing, because not a lot of people can do that. It's almost like, too, if you had, like I'm just saying, if you had a court case, like let's say maybe you're in a lawsuit, this is you where it's coming to an end. You know, because of the death card, it's like something is coming to an end as far as that goes. I just had a vibration that you might be in a lawsuit. So this could be something where that's coming to an end too. And that could be something that's also freeing you up, right? Because that is, let's say something drags on and drags on and drags on, it starts to wear you down. It's your money, it's your time, it's taking up space in your head. And this is really allowing you to move beyond that. So that might be you releasing that. In other words, finding out if you won. Did you get a settlement? Not. You know, is there still going to be more delays? What's happening there? But I feel like that's coming to an end. Oh my God. Yeah, there's something about this Empress card. You're striving towards going towards your idealized life. You really are. And I feel like it's something that you've worked really hard for. It's almost like you've turned a corner and you're going down this next segment of your life. It's really beautiful energy. Wow. Thank you for that, Bobby. Definitely. Again, you'll have to let us know. All right. So that's Bobby. All right. So again, this is final call for anybody watching at home. Here we go. And I think, is this the last question? I've got 2 more questions left. What time is it? So this is going to be short. So I'm going to check right now and see if any other, because I have some that were pre-submitted. All right. So let me refresh. All right, yeah, this is it. Okay, so here we go. So this is from Vicky, and she writes, "Hi, Allison, loved your Pisces video." Thank you, Vicky. And is this a good time for me to travel to Greece? Thanks, Vicky. Okay, let's find out. And disclaimer, this is not travel advice. I just want to make sure I say that. All right. So is this a good time for you to travel to Greece? Okay, let's find out. All right, is this a good time for you to travel to Greece? We have the Temperance card. Man, that card is showing up. And the Star. These 2 cards, these 2 major arcana have been showing up all night long. It's amazing. And then the 3rd card is the 3 of Pentacles. Wow. Okay. So the Temperance card, we have the Star card, and the 3 of Pentacles. It's an excellent time for you to go to Greece. This is something that you're meant to do. This is something that's going to make you feel whole again. If you feel like there's something missing in your life, this is going to bring you back to center. I feel like there's something about you going to Greece, whether it's going to be ancestral, maybe it's a historic tour. There's something about it where you're going to a place that's going to make you feel whole. Maybe it's the food, the people, the culture in general, just the land itself, whatever it is, it's going to make you feel whole and connected. I feel like it's ancestral. We also have the Star card. This is about you having, again, another type of alignment. This trip is going to make you feel healed. So it's about bringing you into balance, and this is that hope, faith, healing, and renewal. There's something about this trip that's going to be more than just going and sightseeing. It's going to be on a deep spiritual level when these 2 cards are showing up. It's telling me that I think it's just lining. I feel like it's bringing you back into balance. Both of these cards are kind of saying that. I feel that, yeah, it's a beautiful energy. I just feel that this is allowing you, like I just had this vision of you looking from the Parthenon, looking down at the city. And it's just kind of like, there's just something about this where I think it's going to hit you deep into your DNA. You're meant to go. You're meant to experience this. You're meant to feel it. I think it's calling you back to your ancestors, whether you're Greek or not. It's that Western ancestry, the cradle of democracy. It's something about you experiencing that, and it's really on a deep level. You might not even be able to put words to it, but you'll feel it and you'll understand the depth of your experience, and it's something that's going to stay with you for the rest of your life. The third card that's here for you is the Three of Pentacles, and this is really talking about teamwork. This is talking about camaraderie, working together as a team, having quality relationships with quality people. So I don't know if you're going alone, if you're going with family. Did you say? Yeah, I don't know, but this tells me that whoever you're going to be with or who you're going to interact with, it's going to be quality. I think you're really getting a lot out of this trip. It could even be that you're on a tour. Maybe, your tour guide is highly educated in that culture and can tell you a lot of tidbits about what is there, from antiquity up until like right now. But you really gain a lot from this trip. And I think you're even going to make new friends, people that will be with you that you can correspond with on WhatsApp, on emails, phone calls, whatever it is, depending on what part of the world you live in. But I think that this is going to be a monumental trip for you. It's a trip of a lifetime coming in for you. I mean, these are two major arcanas, the Star and the Temperance card. This is huge energy for you. So yeah, it's going to be a good time for you to go to Greece. You're going to get a lot out of it, Vicky. Thank you for your question. All right, again, final call. Just want to let everybody know. I'm going to take a minute to plug the channel while everybody's here. So if you're enjoying tonight's show, if you could, please take a moment to like, share, and subscribe. It really helps out the channel. And leave a comment if this show resonates with you. And definitely leave a comment after the video posts. I'd really appreciate that, because I know we're in the chat, but if you can do that after the show post, that would be fantastic. And what else to tell you? Hit the notification bell if you'd like to see me go live in the future. I will be posting more videos for the month of July. I'm going to be doing that probably tomorrow, so look for that. And you can also visit my website if you'd like a personal reading, if you'd like to go further on any questions that were asked here today, or just book a personal reading. You can go to ancientoakpsychicarts.com. The link is in the description below. There you can sign up for the newsletter, book a personal reading, a missing person consultation. You can go to the Learning Center. That's where the manifestation class is, and the tarot class will be coming out July, August. I usually teach it live, but now I'm going to be uploading it to the web or the cloud. That way people have access, because we're all in different time zones, right? My audience is global. So this gives you the opportunity to see that, and we'll meet once a week. I also do private lessons, so with tarot, raising your vibration or manifestation. So definitely take a look at that. I've got affiliate links on there also. You might want to check that out. Great products. I use them myself. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it. Oh, and one more thing. I almost forgot to say this. So I have a membership also on YouTube, if that's something people are interested in joining. I was trying to figure out how I can gift memberships, but I haven't quite figured it out yet. Ken is helping me. We don't see where I have the ability to gift you. So I know that they can do it on other channels, so I don't know why I can't do it on mine yet. So mine is new. I've only had it for 2 months, the ability to have the membership, but I'm not sure why. So we're trying to figure it out. But if that's something you'd like to join, definitely go ahead and be part of this community. It's a lot of fun. You can see we have wonderful people in the chat, and definitely you can show up there. So definitely check it out. All right. So the next one is from Melinda. And Melinda writes, "Hi, Alison. What does the universe want to tell me today?" Thanks, Melinda. P.S. I love your show and the Cancer readings. Oh, thank you. Cancer season. This is it. All right, here we go. I love the live shows. They're so much fun. All right, this is for Melinda. What does the universe want to tell Melinda today? We've got the Knight of Pentacles. We've got the Queen of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords, court cards. Knight of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, and the Knight of Swords. So this is really telling me that I think you're surrounded by some people right now, and I think that you're surrounded by So I think you're surrounded by people that really want to be with you. And I think I feel like you've got a couple of male friends that are friends now, and I think one or two of them would like to date you. That is what's coming in for the energy of these cards. You're the Queen of Pentacles right here, and we've got two knights. We've got the Knight of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords, and they, I feel, are both interested in you. I feel like that they're both good guys, by the way, because I can feel into their energy, but they are different types of men. And I feel that you are this beautiful Queen of Pentacles. You're very loving, very open-hearted, grounded, stable, secure, and that's what they're attracted to, is that you're very calm, cool, and in control, very loving and open-hearted. I feel that they like the structure, that you're very grounded and stable, and that keeps coming through. They really like that about you, that you're down to earth, you're very open, loving, and nurturing. We have the one gentleman that is bringing, he's slow and steady wins the race, and he is definitely bringing an opportunity to you. So I think that he is going to present to you, and he is, he's also in the suit of Pentacles like you are. So I think that he is going to be presenting you with an opportunity. I think he's going to say something to you, like he's going to ask you out to lunch or to dinner or coffee or something, and he is going to make it known that he's interested in you. But he is also on a mission, right? And he is also grounded, stable, and secure because he's in the same suit, Pentacles. So I think he sees you both as a very good, well-suited couple. However, we have another guy that's here, another gentleman, and he is the Knight of Swords. And he loves you too because he is brutally honest, and he will rush right in. He's faster, he's quick-witted, he's very fast-moving. I've just got to hit he could be a Gemini, okay? Now, this could be any air sign, but for me, this is just, I just see Gemini. And I just feel like he's going to rush right in. He's going to say whatever he wants. He's very intellectual. He uses rational thought. He uses critical thinking. He loves to think, and he overprocesses. So this is someone that's going to maybe keep their cards close to their chest, and he's going to tell you everything that he's going to tell you. He's going to be more vocal. He's a talker and a thinker. He's going to keep things close to his chest, but he will definitely tell you the truth. So I feel like you have two guys that are courting you, but they're friends right now. Nothing's happened. They're trying to figure it out. They're knights, so it's kind of a younger energy. Maybe they're feeling it out. It's not, they don't have the maturity of a king, but they're figuring it out, and they are definitely interested in you. That's what the universe wants to tell you. So look around you and look at these two types of people. One is more of an air sign, with more of an intellectual that wants to talk a lot, and the other one is very earth and grounded. Oh my God, I love it. That's what the universe wants to tell you, Melinda. Oh my God, I love it. Thank you for your question. All right, so let's go on to the next one. And I think this is the last question. I'm going to do one more final check. Yeah, this is the last question. I'm going to check one more time. So PayPal and Venmo, if you've submitted a question, in Stripe, I'm going to check after this question. If there's something there, I'll answer it. If not, then please do not submit a question because it won't get answered. Okay, so this is going to be from Tomas. And he says, hi, Alison. What does the universe want to... Okay, same thing. What does the universe want to tell me today? Thank you, Tomas. Loved your Aries video. You nailed it. Oh, thank you, Tomas. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's take a look. What does the universe want to tell Tomas today? Oh, well, first thing out is the Strength card. That just flew out. Let's get two more cards. That is the High Priestess and the World card. All major arcanas, Tomas. The Strength card, we've got the High Priestess and the World card. Wow. So this is really telling me that, what does the universe want to tell you? That you are strong and courageous. that you can take on anything that you put your mind to, that you will be successful at it. This is your strength and courage. You've got discipline. You've tamed that inner beast, and it's allowing you to really step into any role that you're looking to step into right now. The High Priestess is saying that you are definitely in touch with your intuition. This is allowing you to really feel into things. So not only do you have this strength and courage, you also have your intuition. So it's like, I feel like you have like the sixth sense about you. So you're able to feel into situations, into people, into things. This is allowing you to blend these two while you're able to use this strength and courage, and you're able to feel into it with, I just keep getting your intuition, but it's more than that. I feel like it is that sixth sense. So I feel like it's more than intuition. I feel like it's that spiny sense that you're able to like have eyes behind you. So you're able to see a lot more than most people. And that is allowing you to make some smart decisions. I feel that, you know, like a chess player, you're able to see more moves ahead. And I think you're also able to connect dots when there's something is that you're trying to work on something, and that's allowing you to have an edge up. We also have the World card. This is telling me that this is a culmination of something that's going on in your life right now. This is that transitionary card as you're going to cycle that, because right, this is the 21. You're going to cycle back to the 0, which is the first card in the Major Arcana, the Fool, which is going to be the start of a new chapter, the next phase of a journey. So what's coming in for me is that you are using your strength and your intuition right now to culminate some chapter of your life. Also with the World, I feel like you're also able to look back, and you're looking back without being afraid to look back. You're looking back and you're looking at your life, and you're gaining the knowledge and wisdom and insights into the life lessons that you've learned throughout your experiences. You're also looking for patterns, and you're trying to get that knowledge to take with you into the next part of your journey, because if you don't learn from your life lessons, guess what? You repeat them. That's good. That's for everybody. All of us. We will all repeat these lessons if we don't learn them. You think you've learned them, and then you do it again, and you do it again and again. And so there's something about you not repeating a pattern, that you are learning something from it. This card is saying that there's something that you've been repeating that you're not going to be repeating again. Is that true for everything in your life? No, of course not. But there's something big that you've learned a life lesson from. You've gained your insight into it, and now you can feel into it. It's almost like maybe you missed a red flag here and there, or maybe you're a sucker for something, like you believe it's going to be true and then you find out it's not, but you're always like hopeful and kind of gullible on something. I feel like now you've learned that life lesson. Now you're feeling into it more, whereas before you'd have your strength and courage. But I think because of those experiences, now you're really able to feel into it, and that's able to help guide you along that life lesson so you don't have to repeat it again. Because sometimes those life lessons really sting us, and then we finally get it, and then we don't repeat it, and that allows you to evolve and move on and go on to the next chapter. And I feel like that's what's coming in for you, that's what the universe wants to tell you. There's something about that, but your strength and courage is just shining off this. You know, I just feel like there's something that you're meant to do right now as you're transitioning into the next chapter of your life. Thank you for your question, Tomas. All right. So I'm going to double check and see if anything new came in. All right, I'm going to move that over there. And then I'm going to do a soul tribe reading. So let me just refresh. And what time are we at? Oh, we're right on time. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, just sorry, it's refreshing again. Okay, that's it. So let's go ahead and do the soul tribe reading. All right, let me just make sure. Yep. Okay. So to scroll. Oh, okay. All right, so this is going to be the soul tribe reading. So this is for everybody watching live in the replay, or whenever this video finds you, whether it's next week, a year from now, or 5 years from now. That's when this reading is meant for you. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look. What does the universe want to tell everybody tonight? Our soul tribe. We have the Ace of Wands. What a way to start. The Nine of Wands. And the Two of Wands. So it's all wand energy. It's all about taking action. It's that fire energy. So let me show you the cards. We have the Ace of Wands, the Nine of Wands, and we have the Two of Wands. So the universe is saying, out with the old, in with the new. This is a passionate new beginning. This is, all aces are gifts and blessings from the universe and new beginnings. And everybody, this was the first card out. Out with the old, in with the new. Have that passionate new beginning. Take action. Take a step forward. Be enthusiastic about something in your life. If you're not enthusiastic about anything, then you want to look at that too, because there's something out there that you want to be enthusiastic about. You can find it, a hobby, a person, a pet, whatever it is, find something that you're enthusiastic about. This is taking action, a new beginning. Then we have this Nine of Wands. This is that wounded warrior energy. This is really you taking action. And if you feel like your back is up against a wall, then look at what it is that you're trying to create for yourself. Is that the way you want to feel, right? So while you're creating something with this new beginning, take a look at it and make sure it's in alignment with you. Make sure it's not stressing you out, that it's not tiring you out. This should be exhilarating, not exhausting. So take a look at your energy and see if that's where you want to be. Are you surrounded by an energy vampire? Is somebody else taxing your energy, right? This is, you're right at that precipice where the Ten of Wands is really you being burned out. You're right at the edge. So take a look at your energy. Maybe you need to turn around and say, you know what? I'm doing 9 things right now. I need to put it back to 6. And then those other 3 can be on the back burner, delegate to other people, whatever it is you need to do. Look at where your energy is going and call it, I don't want to say call it back per se, but it's about you dialing it back. That way you don't burn out. So that's something that's definitely coming in for you. Then we have the Two of Wands. So I like this. So we've got the Ace and then the 2. This Two of Wands is about you clarifying your intention. What is it that you want to create for yourself? You can't get what you want until you know what you want. You need to clarify what it is that you want in this world, because the next card, which is the Three of Wands, is the card of manifestation. And that is you calling something in from a distance. But before you can call anything in, you need to figure out what it is that you want. If you don't know, how can you call something in to manifest it? So this is getting clarity right now in your life to act. Because remember, this is Wands. This is about you taking action. It's that fire energy. So new beginnings, about taking action on something it is that you've decided that you want and looking at your energy. So it's really an interesting time that we're in. I have to say that because I know that the energies have shifted when I'm doing the Zodiac readings that started yesterday. The energy in the universe has definitely done a shift. So I would definitely take a look at that. There's something to be said about clarifying your intention as you're going into a new beginning. All right, everybody, that's what I have for you for tonight. If you could, please take a moment to like, share, and subscribe. It really helps out the channel. And leave a comment after this video posts. Thanks, everybody. Lots of love. Bye for now.